Everybody talks about the elephant in the room, but nobody will talk about the dead bodies. And after 400 plus years of them just lying there, you would think that someone would perform an autopsy. But perhaps the causes of death would be too sinister. There, my professor stood, with her pigment dipped in liquid moonlight, and she spoke as if she swallowed the Black Panther Party and her tongue was battling COINTELPRO. So she always used my J. Edgar Hoover hue as a reason to darken the color line. So in the midst of onyx-painted faces, I realized my only pearl was that I was the only pearl. I was the descendant of the oppressor, in a classroom that was structured to educate about the oppressed. And my sea blue eyes reminded them of the Atlantic, so we could never trade glances. I looked like Jim Crow to some, or John Brown to others. The grandson of a member of the Ku Klux Klan was simply the man. My existence was the sole reason that ancestors' souls didn't exist, and the uncomfortability made my cheeks red. As if I had been chewing roses for recreation, or in their eyes, I just had a mouthful of strange food, washed with their ancestors' blood. But in studying their history, I had to open dark chapters about mine. See, I was raised liberal and Christian. My grandparents were integrationists and abolitionists, so I couldn't be racist. No prejudice. For evidence, I have a few Black friends. But among them, I've always felt like a slave. Ironic. The public stares let me know that I'm a few shades removed from not having any thrown at me. So I'm writing. My professor told us to write a narrative, and here I am. Everyone examines the page. And I knew I was in a new world by the time I reached my middle passage. And I looked around me. A lamppost, a bullwhip, a Bible, the blood. The air was damp with death and made my knees weak. I walked by my shattered reflection, and the mirror was full with red life force, as if the mirror had been ministrating, and deja vu hit me like an abusive lover. To my right, a family picture, last name Johnson, a pocket watch on the dresser, color golden, and a door wide open, as if the house had been waiting for me. And there a pyramid of dead bodies lay. And I just had to look away. And I know that if I look away, it doesn't make it invisible, but it sure makes it a lot easier. If I just temporarily ignore it, I peer deeper, hesitant. My anxiety shocking me like an eternal electric chair. It hit me. The bullwhip, the dead bodies, the Bible. And how could I feel guilty of a crime that I didn't even commit? Then I felt the iron handcuffs locked around my wrist. I did not resist. My charge was centuries of murder, and no matter my plea, to the jury or to the people in my class, to them, I would always be guilty by association. So basically what we wanted to do by doing that was like talk to the youth about, as being poets, I think it's very necessary to not just write poems, to write poems that also socially challenge things that we see. So I wrote that poem and I read that to Noah the first time I read that to Noah, and it was interesting to read it to the person I was actually talking about. Because I wrote it about a white guy in my African American history class, and how what I thought about that, and how he felt as he was going through an experience in the class. Because start from slavery up until the election of Barack Obama. No, excuse me, not slavery. We start from the African empires up until Barack Obama. So we basically just want to open the floor up for people's experiences when you hear the poem, and then also share our experiences about what we felt when we wrote it for